Got an email from, actually LB called the show last week but didn't want to come on the air. The question he has is, what are the detriments, Shawn, of being LDS? This is really quite an interesting question. The detriments of being LDS. Well, if this person is LDS who presents the question, they might be saying, there's no detriments to being LDS. Look at all the good that comes from being a Mormon. And from an earthly perspective, if there is no afterlife and there is no heaven and the Bible is a joke, then Mormonism is just the best, probably the best institution on earth, because it's orderly. They use your tithes well in building things and keeping everybody united. They have a good welfare program. Their families, they push this families can be together for everything. All that stuff is pretty good present day. Old time, maybe not. But if there is an afterlife, and if the Bible is true, then we have a lot of problems. First, being taught myths and fiction from men is a detriment, LB. When you are told that the Pearl of Great Price and the Book of Mormon and the Doctrine and Covenants were all revelations from God, and that God continues to receive revelation, and that revelations had been received from prior prophets, that black people couldn't hold the LDS priesthood, and that polygamy was a doctrine that you had to obey in order to become a god, that you can become a god. These things are problematic, that you have to embrace a theology that ultimately, because it is based on works, it engenders pride in the heart of the people who embrace it fully. When you have a doctrine that says you have to, by your works and worthiness, become better and better in God's eyes, and you're successful at that, there's an automatic response to look at others who have failed in that area and think you're better than them. That pride is engendered in a doctrine or a theology that's based in works. Now, when you have a doctrine that is based in grace, which is God's plan, which is amazing, men couldn't have come up with it, this makes the playing field completely flat, because it's not of works, it's nothing that we can do, it's what he did, and it's just by virtue of responding to his call. Faulty concepts about God, that God was once a man, that Jesus was born of a relationship between God and Mary, that Jesus is our elder brother, that Satan is our spiritual brother. All these things add up to detriments in being a Latter-day Saint. The bondage that comes from the system and rules and expectations of dress and appearance, that pride factor, that is a detriment to the hearts of so many people. So we could go on, but I hope that would be enough. Those types of things that come with a system that demands performance for you to be accepted.